Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lando from The Snap. Today I'm talking about players to avoid in your fantasy drafts. This is a very important episode, and I'm going to go over some players that you should not draft at their current average draft position. Now, if they start to fall down the ranks, down the list, and they're available of a round or two later, absolutely you should take them. They're starting to be a value rather than a bust. But right now, I'm going over players to currently avoid where their ADP stands. Make sure to like and subscribe for content all season long. We also have a Discord community. You should join that if you want help with anything you need all season, whether it's drafts, trades, waivers. We got all that in the link down below. We are snap_fantasy on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So number one, the player you should avoid is going to be Josh Jacobs. He is going at the top of the third, back of the second round. I don't believe he has the skill set to be that elite running back that he was before. So I do think he could be a back end running back too, but right now with Kenyon Drake there sharing some of the workload and maybe taking goal line work, I do not believe that Josh Jacobs has the pass catching ability to be that upside running back that we thought he could be. I don't think the Raiders are going to be all that good either, so I don't want to split backfield on a running back that does not catch the ball typically. So this is a guy that I am avoiding there. Now, if he drops to the 4th, 5th round, for sure you can snatch up that value and he can be a decent replace running back. But I would rather take some later running backs, like some of the rookies like Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, guys that potentially could do both, run the ball and catch out of the backfield. My second player is going to be Mike Evans, and I know Mike Evans has been great in his entire NFL career, but I don't believe now with Chris Godwin healthy and Antonio Brown in the mix that Mike Evans is going to pay off his average draft position at the 403, back of the third, early 4th round is where he's being drafted. He made his hay last year on efficiency and touchdowns. He had games with 2 catches, 2 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and that's not the kind of fantasy output that I want to rely on. I would rather have some volume there. So take some wide receivers that potentially have some more volume and some more upside, being the standalone number ones in their offense, where we know it's going to be 1A, 1B, 1C, and we're not sure which one Mike Evans is at this time. I think it's still Chris Godwin, to be honest with you. Number 3, it's an injured wide receiver. That's going to be Kenny Golladay. He has fallen to the mid-6th round, but I don't want to draft a injured wide receiver right now. Make sure to stay up to date with the news notes about about Kenny Golladay. You can subscribe to the Snap for all of that, but right now I'm going to let him fall. The New York offense is not going to be good anyways. Even with Saquon Barkley back, he's going to command a significant portion of those targets and attempts. So Kenny Golladay is going to be right now a guy I'm going to avoid. Again, if he starts falling into the 8th, 9th round, sure, I'll take the value and put him on IR if you can. But if you have a short bench and it's a very competitive league, you need wins now, I would not be drafting Kenny Golladay. And for that matter, I would not be drafting Michael Thomas either. These are both wide receivers that were once pretty amazing. My number 4 player to avoid is going to be Melvin Gordon. He's going back to the 6th round. So right now, Javonte Williams has surpassed him in ADP, but I'm still going to let Melvin Gordon fall. He's going to be a guy that really carries no value throughout the season. That's the thing about fantasy football. Even if he has some decent games, his value is going to be low because everyone is going to be waiting for Javonte Williams just to take over that backfield. Everyone wants the rookie, and no one wants Melvin Gordon anymore. So even though he could be very fine and a startable asset, Melvin Gordon won't have any trade capital to really move him. You're going to have to package him in a deal as an add-on piece, to really make the deal done. So that's a long way of saying do not draft Melvin Gordon unless he's an absolute value, and even then, you never feel that great about drafting him. And my number 5 wide receiver to avoid is going to be DJ Chark. He had finger surgery, and he's got a new quarterback. And Marvin Jones Jr. looks really good in that Jaguars offense, and Laviska Shenault. So both of those wide receivers are going to command quite a few targets. as well as Travis Etienne out of the backfield. That leaves DJ Chark as an odd man out. I think that Marvin Jones Jr. is going to be a very good value right now in fantasy drafts, and DJ Chark should be someone you should avoid, especially in the 8th round. I would rather pick some players around him there. Keep letting DJ Chark fall. Maybe I would snatch him up in the 10th round because he has that speed and upside in the deep balls. But even last year, he was a very boom bust player, someone you really couldn't trust to start. So that's it for me today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Snap content and getting our rankings throughout the season as well. We will be going live every Sunday an hour before kickoff for any waiver wire start sit questions you might have. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.